Welcome back to the shop. I'm Jeff from Today's Craftsman, and you may remember the red oak job that we've been looking at over the last couple weeks. We're in the middle of finishing that right now, so we wanted to show you this spray no wipe stain that we're using. We have some pieces here that are stained just with this one coat of this spray no wipe stain, and we have pieces over here that we've put one coat of clear on top of, but we have some raw pieces here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up the gun with the stain and show you how easy it is to put on. Our spray no wipe stain is all mixed, and this can is almost full, so I'm not gonna try and pour it through this filter. I'm just gonna use a little cup here and sort of transfer it over so I don't make a mess. I am gonna make a mess, but less of a mess doing it this way. You can see how thin this stuff is. It is water-based, so essentially, there's that mess I was talking about. Essentially, it's just pigment and water, I believe. So we can cap this up and hook it up to the gun. We're using the 3M PPS 2.0 today. That's just because the Apollo, we're spraying clear with that right now, so we'll use this second gun. Have a 1.2 tip. We sprayed this last night with a 1.0 tip in the Apollo. So about as small a tip as you can go, because like I said, it's very thin. Have the gun all set up with the stain. We tune the gun, and I'll show you exactly how it goes on. So we can turn on the booth, and I'll get to spraying. That was just the back of a face frame that we're staining, and you might have noticed that I didn't hit these inside edges or any of the outside edges. We'll do that when we flip it over. I don't want to do that twice because then we're going to be getting double the pigment on those edges. So we sprayed this last night. You could see how even it is, and most people think when you're staining something you have to wipe. In this situation, because this is a spray no wipe stain, also known as a dye stain, you don't have to wipe. So we're saving time because we don't have to go back and wipe these. We're also not introducing another variable. So if I have to wipe this, I now need to make sure that I'm wiping it evenly, that I'm keeping a wet edge, all these things. This really simplifies the process. It dries super fast because it's water-based. And this is ready for top coat. So we're gonna start putting our clear Enduro poly on top of these, and 3 coats later, and that'll be it, they'll be done. Here's the back of a door that we sprayed with 1 coat of finish. We'll put 3 coats of clear on this, but we won't sand until we get to the 2nd coat. So we'll spray 1 coat, let it dry, we'll spray another coat, then we'll do our scuff sand with 320. We don't want to sand through this clear and get into the stain and get down to bare wood, because trying to touch this up, if you've ever done that, you know it's very difficult. So as long as this isn't super bumpy, which it's not, we don't have to sand this. We could just spray another coat, and we'll worry about sanding between coats 2 and 3. And let me show you so there is the door with just the spray stain, and there it is with 1 coat of the Enduro Pro Series clear polyurethane. And we're using the matte sheen here.
What's next? And that's about it.
Drawing a blank.
We'll keep you posted. No, then say we're hoping to have this project finished by the end of the week. And we'll be able to show you what it looks like installed next week.
Oh yeah. So we're hoping to have this job, actually we're not hoping, we're going to have this job done by the end of the week. We're installing next week. So we'll have an update for you. We'll be able to show you what it looks like installed, all finished in the client's home. If you have any interest in trying out this stain, we'll put a link in the description and leave any questions in the comments below. We'll see you next week.